Hello and welcome to another CR Reviews. Today we're going to review Greenland 2020. I'm going to say this.
It was much better than the last movie.
Well, yeah. That movie caught me in the field, something good. Oh man. Certain lines, certain single one-liner lines just messed me up. Okay, so this movie is about a family that gets selected to be protected from an ELE, extinction level event. I like how the movie starts off in terms of, hey, it's a comet, you can see it, it'll be coming close, and
that's about it.
And then you get the news reporter saying it came from another solar system. And I'm like, what evidence do you have? What evidence do you have that it came from another solar system? That comet could have been roaming around our Kuiper belt for ages. And all it takes is just a little nudge of a little something and it'll come right towards us. That's all it takes. A nudge. And I like how it said once it got closer to the Jovian planets, it started to break up.
Mm-hmm.
And the fragments were so long that you couldn't tell how long. It was the science instruments can't tell where the fragments really end.
Yeah, the tail was so long.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like how there's confusion in the beginning, and people doing what they would typically do and whatnot, and the wife. It's a typical. Hold up, let's go with the typicals. It's a family. So how did the husband screw up? Right? It's always it is. How did the husband screw up, or how did the wife screw up? But yet the husband's to blame. All right. So Sidra deduced that he must have cheated. I was like, yeah, no shit. What else is he gonna do? He's a man. He's gonna cheat. It's what happens. It ain't gonna be something like you work so much you neglect your family. You go to bed with your job. We don't see you anymore. Nothing like that. Nope. Nothing like blown off so many special events and anniversaries and things like that for that job that I done got sick of you. Nope. Gotta have intercourse with a female you're not gonna remember. And spoilers, that female never shows up in the movie.
Nope. Which is good.
Now, I guess they're all friends, so they all talk. But man, when he got into the house and the black woman and a few others giving him that strong side eye,
yeah.
Part of me wanted to be like, motherfucker, shut the fuck up and get the fuck up out my home. I was vexed. I was vexed because here's the thing: growing up, I caught that all the time, and you would have to be like, what have you done to these people? I was like, oh no, I woke up, showered, dressed. Got in the car, got to school, came to class, and they are pissed with me. That's it. So, yeah, that one I was vexed on that one. So
that was more evidence that he cheated.
Like you walk in and all the women, why you here in your home? It's like, you ain't got to be in here insulting me. You can get the hell on up out of here. You can go on. This is between me and my woman. I ain't here to please your dumb ass. Get on up out of here. Kick rocks, beat up the street. Stomp pavement, man. For all I care, get on. That's where I am. I'll be like, I'm about to show you the king of this castle in a moment. Cause that right there ticks me off.
Yeah, that wouldn't have went well.
You ain't gonna come up in my goddamn home, giving me the side eye and the bullshit treatment. Yeah, I messed up. I did wrong, but that ain't your place. You know what I'm saying? That ain't your place. That's me and my wife's. You know? And so the wife, she's got her fuck 'em dress on. You know, if you ever seen that Martin Lawrence stand up, the fuck 'em dress, you know, it's like, I'm fed up with you and I'm done, and you about to know how angry I am. And him cheating on her, man, look, if he walked in that home and had to duck a plate, I'm like, you asked for that, bro. You asked for that. You know, if he roll up in the driveway, get out the car and gotta duck a gunshot, I'm like, you asked for that, man. I don't care if she try to cap you every day. You know, just you asked for that. You know, you get married, and that's a sign of I trust you this much. It's not just a business deal. It's an emotional commitment, attachment of loyalty and honor. And you decide to say, you know what? Screw that. You lucky you don't catch a taser. It's like, what the hell? It's like, it's 8 o'clock, time for you to go to work. You know, that's your alarm clock. She get up, tase your ass. That's, you asked for it. You know, don't cheat. It's not hard. It's not hard, you know. I think it takes too much effort to find somebody, get your clothes off, make the meeting and all that other stuff, yada, 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 the sexy. That's too much. I'm like, look, that's too much work. You know, that's just too much work. I'm just saying, you know, just be with the one you with. You know, that's why we got magazines, porn sites, and stuff like that.
And if you are bound and determined to have sex with somebody else, leave the one you with.
Leave. Say, look, honey, I can't do this. Do what? Be faithful. Oh, what the hell has happened? You know?
Really?
Yeah. What has gone wrong? So she shows her dismay, and you can see it. And so it's like, okay, cool. I didn't have a problem with her anger. I had no problem with anything she did until, you know, well, I gotta admit, it's unjustifiable annoyance on my part, but the message is on the screen and she's blow drying her hair. I was like, you just want to be pretty, you know?
What the hell? She's in a different room.
I know. That's why it's unjustifiable. That's why I said that. I was just like, man, you just want to be pretty. The world gonna blow up. At least your hair look good.
Well, sometimes that's all you got.
I'll be honest with you, her hair did look good though. Mm-hmm. So once she does find out, she starts trying to run a gambit of stupid. I'm like, you want to stay here? Fine. I told Sidra, we would not be having this conversation. She was like, no, we wouldn't. No, we wouldn't. Like, hey, I got a message. It's some shit. All right. Hey, y'all, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the fuck up out of here. Mm-hmm. We got to pack. We got to go. It's like, what's going on? We don't know. We got a message. It said, bring your asses on. So we're bringing our asses on. If you get the message at some point, cool, but we got it. He's like, well, why did they get it? Look, this is when they made the black women look dumb. She in their home. She sees the message on the TV, sees that he's getting the message on the phone, and then asks the motherfucker that's not listening or has not been around them all this time, ask them what's going on. Mm-hmm. Like, why don't you ask the one getting the message what's going on instead of the one away from everybody? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then if you listen, you would hear, y'all need to bring your asses on. Mm-hmm. And they'd be like, oh shit, they got to bring their asses on. So obviously they got to bring their ass on.
And then, okay, so they pack their stuff. They get in the car to leave. Everybody standing on the lawn, watching them leave, all jealous and shit. Yep. I'm like, if they had got it, you ain't gonna be like, okay, whole neighborhood, come with us.
Nope.
We'll get you in.
Y'all gonna probably ghost. It's like, we got the message. Yeah, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
For real, don't say nothing.
Don't say nothing. And then, you know, get in the car and be like, we're going to the store, everybody.
We're going to check on my mom because she's scared.
Yep. And drive off. And be like, man, they're really going to go check on their mom. That's a very nice thing. Mm-hmm. You know, 5 hours later, how long are they going to check on their mom?
Long as it takes.
Like, look, back in the day, it's going out for cigarettes. We gonna check on mom.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get a loaf of bread. Be right back.
You know, and I like how that dude got up to him and was pissed. It was like, this bullshit, you know it. I was like, I know it. I don't even know what's going on, but I know this, right? Yeah. And then I like how he pulled himself back. I'm sorry. It's just, the dude was kind of like, the damage is done. You know, he was, honestly, that was my fake Sean Connery, not his. But, you know, you can see him like, that hurt me, man. That hurt me. You can see it. And so they getting on, and then you got to get to the plane. And that is a fiasco. Mm-hmm. And it reminded me, because I have been in a similar situation. When I was at school, elementary school, and it was a sea of kids. This is when it was first grade to sixth grade. And it was a sea of kids. Look, literally, there was really no space between the children and the buses and the sidewalks and the walking paths and the fence. Seriously, there was no space. I remember that. And I'm trying to find my aunt, and she's in sixth grade at the time, and I think I was in second. And, you know, I got to get to the bus by myself. I'm in second grade. And it's like, you know, I get on this bus. I mean, look, there's no room. So, you know the bus you get on? You get on the bus when the back door opens and you half fall in. When you start bowing backwards, and then the ones in the bus pull you up because you're about to get broke in half because they can't get the front doors open because there's too many kids in front of it, and it's like just too many kids.
So who? No, you don't know. Go ahead.
So I'm on the bus and I'm like, I'm gonna call my aunt's name, Sharon. Sharon, where's Sharon? Sharon. And I'm looking around. I'm like, there is no light-skinned girl with the big curly locks. Where is my Aunt Sharon? I get to the bus driver because he's like, you know, the bus is sitting 4 to a seat. 4 to a seat. So I'm like, I'm looking for my Aunt Sharon. What bus is she on? And I say the street that they're going, and I can't fully remember the bus number. I just remember the last 2 numbers, which was 13. And I couldn't remember the first. And it was 313. But I couldn't remember that. So he opens the back door, takes me out to the back because he couldn't get the front open. So gets out the back. I'm standing on the black bumper of the bus. He's in there. He's leaning out, leaning over me, hollering Sharon. And he's hollering loud, but even I could tell his voice was drowned out by all the kids hollering, trying to find people. It was just like that movie. Just like it. And we can't see her. And then and now she would have been the tallest person in the crowd. Either she got picked up, was already on the bus first, or whatnot. Who knows? So, yeah, we went through the whole trip. I had to sit on that bus for, I think, 2 hours. Get back to school, and he took me to my grandma's in his car. He was like, "You're right here?" Because he drove past it. And I couldn't tell him to turn. So all of that crap that happened on the planes in this movie in Greenland, yes, I've been through that. And it's scary, and it ain't cool. And they had to get, it was almost, I literally thought this is like Romeo and Juliet. Well, he's on the plane, I got to get on the plane. They're not on the plane, I got to get off the plane. We're about to miss each other. Somebody's about to get on the plane. I'm like, why don't y'all just shut the fuck up and get on the plane? If y'all going to the same place, then get on the goddamn plane. Okay. So that goes screwy. And then you find out, hey, your boy ain't allowed on the plane. And it's like, why? Well, Because of this, I ain't gonna spoil that for you because this movie is worth watching. And this is a very key point in the movie. So they can't get on the plane. Dude's like, look, I got to get back to the car. That's how they were separated. Fast forward, they meet people. They're separated. The husband is out there like, what do I? He gets back to the airport. They are back at the car and they are screwed up and they get picked up by a couple. All right, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna help you. It's like, well, what's wrong? They wouldn't let him on the plane. They wouldn't? No. That's messed up. How dare they? And for that reason, what's coming on here, man? This is terrible. And then look at that boy and say something. The guy was like, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Look at that boy. Why would you not let that boy on that plane? Look at that sweet, kind, innocent little face. Look at that. Nobody would turn that down. Nobody in their right mind would turn that away for anything.
You dealing with the United States government.
Yep. So this is 2020 now. This movie was made probably all of 2017, 18, and 19. Probably got the last touches on the summer of 2019. Movies like this take a good minute to make. And it take months of editing, checking, rechecking, and all that. And then sometimes they got to reshoot scenes. So this movie is worth a wait. It is worth a watch, I think.
Yeah, it is.
And so the dude says, "You know what, woman? I think it's the company he keep. I'm his mother. Get out the damn car. Get out the car."
He had to drag her out of that car because she wasn't gonna go easily.
That good night. Now, ultimately, they kidnapped the boy. Mm-hmm. They get caught. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to spoil how that was because that was a really powerful scene. I'm not going to spoil that. Yeah. But they get caught. And y'all might say, well, that scene won't anything. But no, when you know what the boy has done, how people act and bow down to authority, what that kid did, oh my goodness, the bravery. Mm-hmm. That's a powerful scene. I'm not going to ruin that. But they do get caught and the mother has to go through some shit. Mm-hmm. Get her boy. It's all good. Now, they had to go through some shit before they got picked up.
Yeah.
But there was a friendly of different skin tone that helped. Meanwhile, the husband, he's on a trip and he's going through some shit. Mm-hmm. He finds himself with some good old boys, the Trump-minded kind, and give me your stuff. You ain't from here. You weren't born here. He's like, man, it's not gonna work. It doesn't have your name on it. It's got my name. Then give me your license. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then the other dude, give us the bracelet. It's like, so give both of you the bracelet.
Y'all gonna like meld together and try to get through with one bracelet with a license number like either one of you? Yeah, that's gonna work.
Really? And then a friendly of a different skin tone was trying to de-escalate it, and then a fight broke out. Mm-hmm. He got up and they're like, you ain't us, it's time to fight. And that was it. And they was fighting and and
things happen.
Yeah, some things happen. I wouldn't recommend it. Mm-hmm. And Hollywood, right? The friendly didn't make it. I mean, he is friendly. So they go about, it's a little bit, everyone is beat to shit. Everyone is beat to shit. They're tired. They're exhausted. They haven't slept.
They get to a temporary sanctuary,
and they reunite. They get to the sanctuary.
It's kind of like when you get to the room in old school Resident Evil, the very first one. You walk into the room with the pleasant music.
Yep. Would you like to take the empty bottle? I used to say it that way. Very pleasant music too. Mm-hmm. Kind of calm and soothing. I should have saved that music. Anyway,
it's probably somewhere on YouTube.
It most likely is. So, fast forward a little bit. Some heroics, some burns, great scenery, safe spot for a moment, and it's time. It's time to get that plane. You know, first planes. See, I can't tell y'all everything because this movie is so worth it. Mm-hmm. I'm not even gonna spoil this movie. Can't do it. I can't spoil the ending because one, obvious. Two, I'm a little annoyed, but it's okay. It's okay. They made up a tiny bit of it, but shit goes sideways in a very awesome, cinematic, graphic way in I think it was a biplane.
Yeah.
Twin engine biplane. Nope. Yeah. And the landing job was awesome. Mm-hmm. I am so mad at how that trip ended.
Yeah.
Because not everyone could walk away from it. But man, the visuals of the plane, the visuals of this plane in the air, doing what it did, you feel that shit in you. You feel it. And then this movie did what any smart movie makers would do for their movie. That plane and the silence. Mm-hmm. Whew, that sends chills. It had to glide, and it was, we're trying, is loud, is noise, yada yada on the outside. Mm-hmm. That's it. It's like, whoa. It's like, we gonna come in hard and then boom, and they do what they can. And then the pilot shows some serious, heroic, legendary bravery with a single glance. Man. Now, I'm gonna back up just a smidge. The part that caught me in the feels, I'm not gonna say what it was, because the way A-list actors deliver their lines, you don't have to see everything. You can just know how it must have been. The wife, her father's home. You know, that was what Sidra was talking about when it comes to the
sanctuary.
The sanctuary. All of that caught me in the feels. It was even, look, I am very anti-religious. I mean, honestly, everybody should, even those that believe in God, should be anti-religion. They say anti-God, anti-religion. There's a difference. But even I had to break down and be like, man, I understand. Mm-hmm. I was like, I hear you. You know, you are fucking flawed, but I give you this one. That's how well he delivered certain lines. I'm like, I'm with you. I hear you. I ain't even gonna argue. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And what he said to his son-in-law, that hit me like a powerful gust of wind. It hit me all in the feels. I felt that literally from the right side of my ribs through the left side of my body, and then right in the front part of my chest to the back. Wow, that hit me. That caught me in the feels, man. I was wiping tears for a while. This movie is not a letdown. This movie, wow, they did great. They did great. Greenland 2020, they did great. And they worked hard to get to the final destination. Mm-hmm. And when they finally got there, there was no stupid. There was no stupid. It was like, basically, we've been waiting on you. And there was a bunch of friendlies that was doing it. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of friendly help. Positive friendly help in this. No negative stereotypes, no BS. It was friendlies. Almost like as if Hollywood caught a little message.
Maybe.
Don't push the maybe, baby. Mm-hmm. Maybe, baby. Maybe, baby. Maybe, baby. So, they get inside. The son then delivers his powerful lines. Oh, God, it got me. It got me. I was like, damn. It got me. And that's when they fuck the audience. That's when they fuck the audience. Right then, you should have seen. They showed an amazing scene of one of the most frightful things that the world could see. And then close the doors, show a graphic on a screen. Mm-hmm. And then, you just wait it out. They should have shown so much more.
Yeah, if you're going to do a disaster movie, it might as well be disaster porn. You show all that you can show.
They showed everything else. And yes, by showing everything else, it shows, hey, this what this must look like. I get that, but no. There's a difference of an average size cock going in some woman and then a horse cock going in a woman.
What the hell?
There's a big damn difference. All right? Show the goods. All right? That's the point of it. You don't watch adult movies to see their face and wink at the camera. That's not what you're there for. If that's the case, then you can't call it rated X or triple X. You can put that on daytime TV. It's a guy moving his head, looking at the camera, winking with a little smile. That's it. That's what they gave at the end. They could have borrowed footage if they wanted to from National Geographic. They could have borrowed it from NASA. Multiple footage CGI things from NASA. They could have cheated and used the scenes from Armageddon and just kind of, blew it up a little bit. They could have used Deep Impact.
They got sued.
I'm just saying. Well, shit. The last movie, that used Deep Impact's ending.
Oh, it did?
Yes. Deep Impact. What was the ending?
Oh, them standing on the beach.
Uh-huh. And then the water draw away. I'm like, yep, it drew away so fast you can see the continental shelf and everything.
But there's a difference between reproducing the ending and then taking the footage straight from the movie.
Yes. What I'm saying is take the cues, man. Take the cues, man. They didn't do that. No, they didn't. It was set up perfectly. These motherfuckers is on the ground. They ain't gonna know shit. Let us see it. The movie's already long as fuck. What's a few extra 13 seconds or whatever it would show? They could have really shown some shit. They really could have.
I think.
But then at the end, it was more like, well, Noah's voyage is over. Fucking birds.
I like the way that the way they showed the planet at the end.
That is why it's like, they fucked you at the end, but they kind of made up for it. Kind of. The planet at the end, like 2012. 2012 kind of, they didn't show the planet long enough. And although there was great different coastlines, you still couldn't sink it in.
Oh, remember when they showed the planet in the day after tomorrow when
that's what it was. Day after tomorrow. Wait, you said after it's iced over?
Yeah.
That one. Yeah, that was the hurricanes when they pulled the
cold from space.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought that was really
that was awesome.
Yes. I might have to watch that again.
Yeah, I have to watch that again.
You know, it had wolves in it. So in the burned library. But
it was a flooded library. Oh, I thought it was flooded.
It was burning books, man.
Oh yeah, stay warm.
Yeah. You want to read this literature or die? You know, shit. You know, that's your options. Well, you can read this, freeze to death, or so. Yeah, day after tomorrow. That was a better one because they showed everything. This movie, Greenland, they showed it, and I thought that hole is scary. 9 months passing and the planet looking like that. I don't know about that. It looked all right, just new craters. I mean, that planet is ruined. Earth was ruined, but it shouldn't look like that. It shouldn't look so healthy despite holes in it, but it's still.
Hey man, think about it. 9 months of humans not doing shit.
Yeah.
Planet has some bounce back.
So, I'm not trying to ruin, I ain't going to ruin so many visuals, so many visual effects, so much cataclysm, so much destruction, fear, worry, concern. If I tell you the visuals, it'll kind of ruin it for you. It will. But in all honesty, the whole movie was Armageddon. Basically it was just Armageddon. And they didn't stop the comet, the main part. That's pretty much it. Except, that was it. Yeah, damn.
I wouldn't say it's pretty much Armageddon.
It was Armageddon.
It's not Armageddon.
The beginning of Armageddon is what they started doing kind of at the beginning and then sped it up a little bit at chunks here and there. And then they did the shower and...
Oh, okay. I'm like, what shower? Okay.
See, I don't want... It's a meteorite shower. It's a lot. I don't want to spoil all that like that. No. It's just, this movie is worth it. It's worth watching. If I nitpick the movie, I could tear this shit apart. I could annihilate this movie. Not gonna do that. Because this movie, racially speaking, I get tired of seeing, hey, white people saved the day. But they did this right. The kid was smart. Dad was smart. Wife was dumb. Just only at the beginning for a fleeting moment of time. And then she got her shit together. Basically, what can you do other than what they did?
Yeah.
Literally every choice they made, I think we would have made. The end result choices.
Yeah.
The verbiage is different. The word choices are different. But they did a lot of things right. Maybe, I don't know, maybe half a thing wrong. If that. And that was it. A lot of planes exploded, and that was a great scene.
Yeah.
It'll piss you off, though, because it shows the government, as Sidra was saying earlier, they were shooting their own. It's a lot of stupid shit. And then a friendly who had to step out of being a robot and mayhap jealous, she got her shit together and helped. The military, she was just a coordinator or something.
I remember. Yeah.
So the friendly helped. There was a lot of friendlies. And I'm not saying that they're all black.
But they're not.
There was a lot of friendlies, and that is the backbone of this movie. I suggest you watch this movie. It's worth it. I'm not going to spoil that. I'm not going to give all the spoilers. Nah, because you deserve to see this movie. And if you do a review on it, link it down there. Let me know, and I'm going to listen to it. But I think Sidra's sleepy. I'm tired. It done got hot. I'm about to bust up out this shirt. It is hot.
Turn the heat down.
What has happened? The heat is off. It's been off for a while.
You turned it off?
No, I ain't turned it off. It just, no wind, no air coming out. Oh. So this has been Cedric and a little bit of Sidra. You ain't say much.
I know I didn't.
For CR Reviews on Greenland 2020. Seriously. Thank you for listening.